Greetings everybody, my name is Jim Zuber and I'm with the City of Waterloo Leisure Active Living Department, and behind me right now is Pickleball in operation, and this will be our first video newsletter format that we're going to try and take you through a number of things that we want to update you about related to our club. City of Waterloo Pickleball Club has been in operation since February 2014. Every day, every month, every year, this sport and this program behind me has been growing in strength. Hats off to our club members that are highly supportive of our developments, and I appreciate everything that you guys do to try to keep us on the tracks. That we've established is a motto for our club, which is all ages, all abilities. So we really strongly try to promote that we have an opportunity for people at all levels of play, all ages of play, to come in here and enjoy the game of pickleball. Additionally, another motto we've endorsed highly is the expert in anything was once a beginner. This is a way that our club establishes trying to have higher quality players, more skilled players, give back to the players that are newer or novice to the sport. We believe firmly that in this type of promotional development is that we will create a better group of club players, a bigger group of higher level players as a result of culturing its development versus segregating segments of play. One of the elements about the pickleball club that we operate here is trying to have our club members all, so to say, sing off the same song sheet. So we work on a set of rules and we try to bind ourselves to them so that when we do things, there's some structure to them. And I'm going to refer to a couple of etiquette things that we just want to send out as a reminder to all pickleball players, both new and old. Clubs do things differently. These are some of the club etiquette rules that we have here that I'd like to just go over. When a ball goes rogue from your court, goes astray into another court, quite often what people do is they're like, oh, bad shot. What we'd rather you do is go, ball, yell it out real quick to the court that the ball is straying onto, and then you can scold yourself for a bad shot. That way what you're doing is you're alerting the teams that are next to you playing that there is potentially a safety risk coming through their court. They stop their play, return the ball to the court where it came from, and then resume play and take that point over. When returning the ball, it's important that you don't just callously toss the ball back. It's cordial and proper. If you make eye contact with the person, throw them the ball, just get it there in a safe manner versus causing another opportunity of concern where the ball could end up passing through a second court a second time. When you're done playing, pick your ball up off the court, return it to the bin, then that way a ball doesn't move around when it's not being used on the floor and end up under feet on another court. When you're done your game, yeah, knuckle pump, fist pump, handshake, butt tap, whatever works for you to show your sportsmanship at the game. But then when you exit the court, please go to the far ends of the court and come down the sidelines. So that way you don't interfere with subsequent games that are taking place at the same time while you're recapping, that final point or those things you should have done. Again, an element of safety. Always enter the courts from the whiteboard side. So those of you that are familiar with playing here at Rim Park, you know where our sign-up board is, and I'll refer to that as the whiteboard side of the gym. As a game finishes, people shuffle to the opposite side of the gym where you're always entering the courts then from the whiteboard side of the courts. That's again to avoid people walking behind play, and another element of increased safety for the players. Whiteboard sign up, let's talk about that for a moment. This is a standard and we want it to happen whether it's not busy or whether it's extremely busy. This way everybody stays on task and in line with the same process. Anytime you play a game of pickleball to 11 points, when you conclude your game, you exit the court, you come back to the whiteboard and you put your names in groups of 4 on the board. The first set of names that's in the first available box that would be next to the court are the ones that are going to be allowed to take the court space next. If there are 2 names in that box and the box next to it to the right has 4, those people that are 4 in the next box do have to wait until the first box of 2 becomes a box of 4. You're not forced to play with those people, but you can't jump them in line. This keeps things in order, and we have staff that are here to try to help continuously support and understand why we have that process. Pickleball is played both in drop-in format and in tournament format. And I wanted to speak to some tournament play a little bit. We have two fantastic doubles players that are club members here with the City of Waterloo Pickleball Club, Louis Tremblay and Paul Leader. And kudos to those gentlemen for winning the men's 4-0 to 5-0 category in Naples, Florida, just not so long ago. These club members provide a lot of opportunity for high-level play here at the City of Waterloo Pickleball Club, and inject a lot of their experience back into local play for tips and tricks. A tournament coming up that is being run by the Kitchener-Waterloo Pickleball Association is the KWPA second annual regionals tournament, and that's being hosted at the KW Badminton Club April 10th and 11th. If you haven't signed up yet, it may be too late to register. However, I do encourage that you look into it and maybe go down and cheer on a number of your local pickleball friends and players. See what a tournament structure looks like and how it operates. The Ontario Senior Games 55 Plus Open Pickleball Tournament takes place April 25th and 26th at the Markham Pan Am Centre. Woodstock is hosting a Pickle and Pies tournament May 7th. London is hosting their 4th annual Pickleball Club tournament June 3rd and 4th. And the Cobourg Seniors Ranked Pickleball Tournament, June 11th and 12th. And the big prize, keep an eye on this one, and if you think you're not capable, I would suggest you should think differently. The PAO Provincial Championships being held at the Markham Pan Am Centre, September 24th and 25th. Don't be thinking that you don't have game, that you couldn't possibly compete in a tournament. Tournament play is something that brings about a different level of game awareness and development for those that really enjoy the game. So I would encourage, if it's a local fun tournament, if it's a higher level tournament, at some point stretch a little bit, and you'll be surprised with what you can experience and learn about the game of pickleball through these opportunities. Here at Rim Park for our pickleball club, we are a multi-sport facility, and we have high levels of different sport engagement that we support throughout the community. We are going into a period of time where the Ontario Volleyball Association organization will be hosting a number of weekend tournaments. Therefore, our pickleball schedule, as you know it regularly on Fridays for the month of April, will be suspended in play because the OVA tournament will be taking place on Fridays for the next 4 weeks. Following the OVAs, we'll have the Skills Canada Labour Trades competition here again at Rim Park, and that is an even bigger event than the Skills Canada. That locks up the entire facility during the tail end of April and will conclude as of May the 8th. So there will be a span of time where we will not be operating pickleball, and I would strongly encourage that you review your pickleball schedules. We do our best to keep them up to date, keep them posted up to date on the internet. Call us, email us to ensure that you don't make that drive for a game that doesn't exist. City of Waterloo Pickleball Club program will be disrupted further for the month of June. However, we have a alternative plan. What's going on in the month of June is we will be refinishing our gym floors, and during that time, that means we'll be sanding down the floors, repainting all the lines, and at that time we will actually be adding an official pickleball line to the badminton courts as they exist now. The difference in the dimension meaning that the kitchen line will be set at the appropriate official measurement of 7 feet versus the serving line in badminton at 6.5 currently. That will take place throughout the entire month of June. We have sought an off-site location of play for pickleball, and that will be at Albert McCormick for that period of time, which is at 500 Parkside Drive in Waterloo. Main intersections are Weaver Street and Parkside Drive, just past Cedar Brae off of Parkside. We are looking to put in a temporary portable courts on the arena floor surface, likely a max of 6 courts, and all of the things will remain the same. Where your Fit Pass works, you present yourself to customer service, you pay your admission, receive your wristband, and go and play. So other than a change of location, I don't see this being a big impact to our club members. We're excited to take this game to another area of the community and try to build on its promotion and awareness. And excited that we can just continue its operation through the month of June for you guys, so that we don't have to have a huge period of time or span of time where the game isn't able to be played. It's a general awareness piece. The City of Waterloo, through one of its club members, has helped support a very off-site pickleball development. The town of Norman Wells, which is situated in Northwest Territories, was temporarily visited by one of our club members, Cam Crowell, while working a short-term contract. And Cam, in his infinite giving of his personal time, made a connection with the recreation crew of this town of Norman Wells, the population of just under 800 people, and has introduced them to pickleball within their community facility and school gymnasium. We supported this development and an opportunity with Norman Wells by providing Cam with some of our club paddles. And I think that the game of pickleball is going to be a long-standing, fun opportunity for the residents and the youth up in that town. Thank you very much, Cam, for taking that on and being a stretch of community development well beyond our boundaries here within Waterloo. Another development that we've got underway is we have been soliciting a number of paddle companies for demo paddles, and we've obtained a positive response from a number of them, and we will be receiving new paddles for the bin. And the idea is that we will be able to afford our players the opportunity to try a number of different paddle shapes, designs, companies, and that way our members get a tangible feel for what they like. And more members over time are making a purchase, and we'd like you to be able to do an educated purchase. So we'll have the paddles here for you to try, as well as information on those suppliers and how you can go about obtaining a particular paddle of choice if you narrow it down. Of course, we will continue to supply at no charge to players a paddle for use. We will be changing our paddle sign-up process a little bit and ensuring a little bit more of a security measure for the use and loan of paddles. And further information will come to you guys once we've got that established. The last thing I want to note at current for this video newsletter to everybody is that the City of Waterloo does and has offered since last summer a pickleball league. We did a trial last year, and we've been in operation both with a fall league and a winter league, and I wanted to make you aware of that opportunity. We take a team of 2, 3, or 4, and you register for a weekly program and play against competitors on a rotating time slot throughout an evening of play. More information for league play is available by contacting us directly or looking on our pickleball website. Our pickleball website is waterloo.ca/pickleball. So all things related to pickleball, schedules, clinics, tournaments, general information should be available at that location. The other way of getting a hold of us would be by phone, 884-5363, extension 229 for Kendra, 239 for myself. or you can email us at pickleball@waterloo.ca. I hope this video newsletter is of assistance to you, that you don't have to read it. You can just listen to me while you're cooking, cleaning, working, doing whatever, and I look forward to seeing you guys here for more club play in the near future. Cheers.